I'm Lady Charmaine, and my guest today has made us all laugh as we fell in love with her as Gina Payne on the hit series Martin, and then again as Janet on My Wife and Kids. And she's here today to talk about the new season of ABC's Dr. Ken. Help me welcome to the Lady Charmaine live show, Miss Tisha Campbell Martin. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. How are you?
I am good, and Happy New Year to you.
Oh, Happy New Year to you. I'm so glad it's here. I'm ready.
Girl, me too. So, Tisha, what are you expecting to see in 2017?
Oh, man. Well, just challenges because of the new administration and all of that stuff. But, I told my kids that no matter who our president is, we know who our God is, and you know who your mama and your daddy is.
I love it. I know that's right.
So I am here to protect you. And that's why I teach you how to play chess so that you can think 2 steps ahead of every person. So we are going to have a great transition on our hands. But, I think for me, I look at things from a different perspective because we were all taught that things, in our generation, that things weren't going to be easy. And to sometimes expect the ups and the downs in life. So be prepared and prepare yourself and get ready. And, you will find your way. You're going to break through and be fine. That's how I feel. I just have to take a positive perspective on the highs and the lows in life. That's all.
Amen. Well, you sound like you're a mean chess player.
You know what? I'm okay. My son, my 7-year-old, is 10 times better than me. But my dad taught us chess when we were kids, and I have chess parties at my house.
Do you?
For young people. I do. I have chess and pizza every Sunday after church.
Okay, my kind of girl.
And we all get together. Huh?
I said, my kind of girl. My husband loves
sorry,
chess. I said, my husband.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
No, I think it's a really great game to learn how to strategize, learn discipline, to teach you to think, again, 2 steps ahead of others, and, figure out how life works, because life, to me, is a game. You know what I mean? And if we play it like that, there are going to be obstacles, there are going to be opponents, there are going to be people who do attack you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you have to look at it like that and try to figure out ways, God gives you the strength to figure out ways how to maneuver around things and to make choices in life. And so that's how I look at it. And I think it's important to teach young people that particular game. And they have fun at my house. It's so quiet, but I have like 20 kids at my house and they never want to leave.
Oh, that's wonderful. So that I see your family must have been a fan of Queen of Katwe when that came out, because my kids were so inspired when that movie came out. Like most kids were. Well, Tisha, we all came to know you from iconic roles, from Little Shop of Horrors to Gina to Janet. How do you go about choosing the roles that you play?
You know what? Back in the day, the roles really chose us. We really didn't have a choice. We had to be, extraordinary in order to be considered average. That's what my grandmother used to tell me. You have to be extraordinary in order to be considered average. So you got to tap dance and do everything else. You have to do it all if that's what you choose to do, right? You got to be great at it. And so, back in the day, there was a great competition of ladies who all supported one another. Regina King, Tashina Arnold, Vivica Fox. It was a bunch of us that all came up in the business together, like we've known each other since we were like 10, 11, 12 years old. And so if one didn't get it, we were glad the other one did. You know what I mean? So it was It was a beautiful sisterhood back in the day, and I'm glad that I was up, in that era where we had to not only fight for what we wanted or needed, jobs, but we also supported one another. So when it comes to like Little Shop of Horrors, it was like I was 16 years old, and they auditioned girls all over the country, including London, and then me, Tashina, and Michelle Weeks, we got it. Mm-hmm. So, and we filmed that in London for 8 months, and I never been out of the country. I'm a little girl from North New Jersey, from the projects. Most people don't know that because I play a lot of bougie roles. But yeah, I actually, grew up, in North New Jersey.
Well, tomorrow night is going to be premiering Dr. Ken for the brand new season.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got a chance to see the clip. Loved it. It reminded me of Art Imitating Life. You also have a very special guest that's going to be on there tomorrow, CNC Music Factory. Let's talk about the show, and also let's talk about the new season and give us some little details, because kind of reminded me of Martha Wash. I'm not trying to spill any beans, but it reminded me of that whole situation.
No,
okay.
Absolutely. It is kind of Martha Wash's. It's almost kind of telling her story like I was a part of the CNC Music Factory, and I never got the acknowledgement that I wanted or needed. And I think it was really great of CNC Music Factory to even allow us to play around and tell this story. Like, we have a lot of fun. Let me just talk about Dr. Ken. Dr. Ken this is our second season. We're on ABC. It's great to be able to do a sitcom. Reality shows are fantastic. I actually watch reality shows, but sometimes you can walk away not feeling good. Mm-hmm. So when you get to have another sitcom on, it does the same thing, but you walk away still happy and going, yeah, this feels good. You know what I mean? So I'm so glad that I'm on another sitcom on ABC. It's been on for 2 years now, on Friday nights, and I get to work with the most amazing man, Ken Jeong, mm-hmm. and it's based upon his life. He used to be a doctor, a real doctor, and he changed and became a comedian, and is now, was on Community, and he's just a funny guy, right? So it's a bunch of amazing people, and I get to sing on the show with CNC Music Factory. We get to have a little competition. It's so much fun. Zelma was great. And I'm really, really excited about this show. I can't wait for people to see it.
And for those of you who may not know, it comes on ABC, premiering Friday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central, starring, of course, Dr. Ken. Now, he's been on the Lady Charmaine Live show. Loved him. Great story. Did not know he was funny. A real doctor. Yes, he is fantastic. And to go from being a doctor to a comedian to an actor, it's like, really? But to really take a step of faith, that's one thing I loved about him and his story. He did and succeeded in it. And I don't know how many doctors today would be willing to do that, but he did it, and he did a great job at it.
But he did, and he's doing it.
Yes, he is.
He's such a great example of stepping out on your faith. It's so true.
Well, Tisha, again, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I look forward to having you back. Make sure you tune in to Dr. Ken, co-starring my girl, Tisha Campbell Martin, tomorrow night on ABC, 8:30, 7:30 Central. Girl, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for supporting us.
You are so welcome. Bye-bye.